Hello guys, today we're going to be covering some top news that probably you should know in crypto. If you haven't already, click that bell, follow us, support our channel, like and comment as well. Now, Vitaly Buterin has donated 150,000 to the victims of Turkey and Syria during this earthquake that happened not too long ago. Now, of course, coming from multiple news sources, he gave that 150,000 of either to Abar or ABAP earthquake support to assist with the recent natural disaster in both of these countries. Now he's reaching out to help, so that 99 Ethereum, which is at $150,000 from his wallet address, and now his contribution is actually supposed to have a positive impact on the organization's efforts to actually aid those victims of tragedy. Now, during this disaster, now many things happen and make it hard for people to obtain funds for necessities, if it's floods, if it's earthquakes, so forth and so on and food through standard banking services. And this is what that issue is. Well, cryptocurrency, well, especially like Ethereum, will make all of this much, much easier and faster. Now, as quoted from Jane Pin of Binance, stated in that press conference that we hope that our efforts will bring some relief to those or that are affected, but they're calling on our industry peers to once again come together to offer support to these times of crisis. Now, millions of people on Monday were actually destroyed. Everything just kind of just crashed in with this with the two tremors. The magnitudes of this was 7 and 8 and 7 and 5 on the Richter scale, and it was only 9 hours apart, so that's a pretty big deal. Now, what's even worse, 25,000 people lost their lives during this, and coming for, well, in Turkey and Syria, actually, in Japan in 2011, since that was the worst since then, the Fukushima disaster, which it was a 9.0 magnitude and it's quoted, now we are facing one of the biggest catastrophes, not only of the history of the Turkish Republic, but also the world. That comes from the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and he's the president of Turkey. And he said this on Tuesday. Now, after the aftermath of the earthquake, chain analysis and blockchain estimated more than $5 million in Ethereum and other crypto donations were sent to Turkey and Syria. So that's very, very good. Now, not only did Vitalik give money, but Binance actually gave out $5 million in total donations total. So very, very good. Good to hear that they're still giving out to the communities. As well as in other news, now the crypto prices today in Bitcoin actually went up by 0.24%, and Ethereum plunged where the meme coins actually jumped up. Now, the increase of 2.4% of the last 24 hours, Solana jumped up by 0.99, Ethereum dropped by 0.98, and Cardano actually dropped by 1.14%, and Polygon actually was cut by 3.11%. Now have jumped up to the last 24 hours. The meme coins have. Dogecoin grew by 0.268, and Shiba actually has escalated by 0.37. So the market cap stands around 1.01 trillion US dollars, a decrease of around 0.27% over the last day or so. So the crypto market and the 24-hour volume increased by 28.43% and is currently at around $42 billion. As well, Cardano. Should Cardano add KYC? Well, the creator Charles Hoskinson actually gave his input, and he was engaged in a Twitter exchange regarding this topic, adding that KYC supported the first layer. And it was actually supported by Kevin Kopek, and he's the leading engineer of the Sunday Swap Labs. And he was arguing that some users may not actually want to use a chain with KYC support on the L1, and it could be necessary for mass adoption. Uh, in response to that, Alexander Monod, which is the Cardano enthusiast, was expressing his concerns about the potential for a centralized system, stating that you cannot have KYC exist at the L1 and still have any hope for an open permissionless system. Now, Hoskinson actually jumped in this as well. He was defending the idea that the decentralized protocol will have users write software for their specific needs, regulated and unregulated. Now, he also argued that there's no need for a false dichotomy, which regulated and unregulated systems. And the conversation actually got pretty hot when Menard accused Hoskinson of wanting to take Cardano in a centralized direction. And then, well, of course, Hoskinson responded by calling out the user for creating a false narrative. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Again, jump back, click the bell, follow us for more, subscribe. and I will see you guys next time.